What's going on, guys? It's Rob here. This video, I'm going to continue talking about sales. So in my last video, I was talking about sales for kind of the non-selling entrepreneur, the non-selling business owner, those of you that just are not salespeople by nature, don't like doing it, but you own a business. I kind of gave you a couple techniques, proven techniques to help you generate some sales. But, as a small business owner, you have to suck it up. You have to at some point be able to get out and be able to just be face to face with people. Even if that means having to deal with rejection, having to deal with attitudes and stuff like that. You have to just develop thick skin. You can't let that get to you. You have to just be able to just, what I say is just flush it. Just flush it and move on. So one of the things that I see people do, and it's kind of a it's just a mistake that I see happen a lot. And what that is that people don't do their research. What I mean by that is, if you're going to go out and target a particular company, or a person that works at that company, you should do as much research about that person or that company as possible. Get on the internet, obviously go to their website. It's always a good place to start. Read about what they do, in addition to what you already know. Go to LinkedIn, look up their profile, their company page if they have one. Who else works for them? Just as much information about them as possible. One of the things that I like to do is I'll go besides going to the website, going to LinkedIn. I'll go to Facebook, or I'll do an internet search, and you'll be surprised. A lot of stuff comes up on Facebook. Obviously, Facebook is more of your, outside of work type activities and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't realize that their stuff that they're posting, their content, their photos, or just various posts, sometimes they're not, they may not be private, especially with all the changes that go on with Facebook. They're always changing things, they're updating things. And so, maybe they thought it was private, but it's really not. And so, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what's out there that you can look up. So, go to Facebook, look up that person's name, try to pull up some information that way. I know maybe that sounds a little stalkerish, but, it's not really. Don't look at it that way. You're just trying to get information so that you can better communicate with that person and have more of a understanding of what they like, in terms of like hobbies, maybe places they've been, so that you can kind of bring that up and refer back to that. Not in a way that you're kind of saying, oh, I looked at your Facebook profile, or I looked at this, or found this about you. But if you saw that they went to Hawaii, that's a thing. That's kind of a that's an in right there. You can if you've been there, you can say, oh, I'm going to Hawaii, for vacation in a couple months or whatever. Whatever the case may be, and that right there is a kind of an icebreaker. Because then they'll be like, oh yeah, I love going to Hawaii, or I was there, just a few months ago on vacation, or whatever, So it's kind of an in, it's a way in, so that you can kind of break the ice. So any type of icebreaker is a good thing, So do your research. That's the one thing that people don't do enough of, and I do it all the time. I do that on a regular basis. Do your research, find out as much information as possible. Be prepared, so have some idea of who these people, this person, this company, what they're all about, how this company got started, maybe they have a story behind it. So that's one thing, do as much research as possible. Now, the other thing too is, maybe, you can't find, a lot of information about this person or this company or whatever. So you've kind of been digging around, but you can't really find much. So, when you actually go to this location, this office building, or this company site or whatever, look around and try to see what do you see around you? What type of pictures do they have up? What type of posters do they have? Or what type of magazines are laying around? Because that again will give you a very just quick understanding of what they like, what they're into. You know, that's one of the things that I do a lot too, is, you know, if I go somewhere, if I'm walking into an office building, I try to, I just try to look around and browse and see what's going on, and see what I can pick up really quickly, you know, before I actually get to that person, so that I can, you know, just have a better understanding. So, you know, so always try to do your research, try to be somewhat prepared. And that's not always possible. I get that, you know. We'll talk about that later, you know, but in this video, like I said, we're talking about being prepared, as much as possible. So do your research, and, you know, keep your eyes open for when you actually walk into the place, you know, so you can see what's going on in there, you know, kind of, sometimes you can get a very good idea of what their culture is like, you know, by the way that people interact with each other. So, so anyway, guys, that is today's video. You know, sales is something that I'm passionate about. I love doing sales. So, you know, I've tried different techniques. Some work well, some don't. And so I've been able to kind of refine my, you know, my own skills. And I've been able to find, you know, ways that work for me, and everyone's different, you know, so my way may not work for you, you know, but maybe you can take, you know, my approach and, or, you know, my suggestions, and you can tweak them a little bit. That's part of how this goes. You got to be able to take information and maybe tweak it a little bit to have it work in your own kind of unique way. So, so yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Please hit that like button and subscribe. All right. Thanks for watching.